of your number that you come up with. Okay, now the nice thing about moles is that they can tell us how many, right? Just like a dozen means 12. But we can't go into the lab and weigh out a mole of something. That's not very practical, right? A mole is just a number. You can't go into the lab and weigh out a dozen eggs. That doesn't make sense. You can't go into the lab and weigh out a mole of something either. But luckily, we can weigh out grams using our balance, right? So we use what's called the molar mass. And the molar mass is just the mass in grams of 1 mole of a substance. And so this is just the same as the mass number from your periodic table. So for instance, if I asked you, what is the mass of 0.976 moles of carbon? Okay, well, I can't weigh out a mole, right? That's not possible. But I can weigh out a gram. So this is the molar mass of carbon, and where did it come from? That's just the mass number from the periodic table from carbon. I want to convert from moles to grams, so that's why grams are on top and moles are on bottom. So 0.976 times 12.011 divided by 1, rounding my answer to 3 sig figs, gives me 11.7 grams. If I'm going the other way around, you have 177.93 grams of gold. How many moles is this? You want to know how many moles do you have? Okay, now we're going to put the molar mass on the bottom because we're trying to go from grams into moles. So the unit you want to get rid of goes on bottom and the unit you want to keep is on top. The molar mass is 196, that's from the periodic table. So 1 mole of gold has a mass of 196.97 grams. So 177.93 times 1 divided by 196.97 gives me my final answer. And I kept 4 sig figs because I had, 5 sig figs. Boy, I am just off with my sig figs today. I can't count. Right? I should have 5 sig figs because I had 5 sig figs in my original. That